Hey everyone, Thomas here from Thunderbolt Films, and welcome to today's video. Today I want to do something a little different. The Inglourious Basterds prequel series of videos, I was going to do the next chapter, but that one's taking a little bit longer to write and to actually do itself, so we're going to save that for another time. It's coming though, don't worry. So today I want to talk about something I don't usually talk about, a little bit more about me, and that is what it was like working at Wendy's. Yeah. Now right away, to start off, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. You see, this was me after positional training, this was me after my first week, and this is what I look like after a double shift during fair week. It was hell. But let's get into it, shall we? So first, let's talk about how I got the job. Basically, what I did is I needed to get a job because I needed money. And I just got a new car, after my last one crapped out, and I need money, so, pay for gas and to build a new system. Unfortunately, that still hasn't come about yet, but it will be coming, but that will happen hopefully soon, so, within the next month or so. But anyway, so how I got the job is I looked online on snagajob.com, and I basically saw the Wend'ys that was in my area, in my town. They were hiring. And now I've done Snagajob before, and I've done Snagajob since, and I thought, okay, I would apply and they would never reply and I would just struggle to find a job. But actually, I filled out the application on there, and I think it was like maybe a day or so later, they called me. I was like, hey, you want to set up an interview? We got your application. I was like, yeah, sure. So I went down there, had an interview, went okay, and they was like, okay. They shook my hand, and I was like, okay. Nice to meet you. We'll call you for a second interview if we like you. We'll, discuss it with the other manager. And then maybe a day or so later, I got another call back for the second interview, which basically means you have a job. So I went there, just answered some more questions, blah, blah, blah. Basically said, welcome aboard, you got the job. So I was like, awesome. So I think another day or so later, I came back and I filled out a bunch of paperwork, insurance, and stuff like that, and then, got a manual, how to train. I don't have it with me. I was hired from there. So training, how it worked is you get this little red book. I don't have it with me right now as I'm shooting this, but basically it just tells you everything, a lot of things you need to know, the rules, the guidelines, and everything. How you train is you do it online at there. They had a laptop there, and you had to, do a bunch of training for it, where Wend'ys came from, how it was founded, and everything about that. You had to learn all that. And then you had to do positional training on the internet. And my god, that was hell. That took about the first online courses I did for working there took about maybe like a few hours in a day. But the positional training took 2 days to do. And oh god, it was hell, man. I actually still have my uniform. This is my apron, hat. You've seen me wear this a couple times. Which, by the way, this beret working? I think it is. And this is my shirt, this black shirt. It's kind of see-through. I don't know if you can tell. Well, you can't, but you can kind of see through it, especially when you hold it up to the light. Which I actually just wore a white t-shirt underneath it whenever I wore it. Still smells like Wendy's. So I have another black. I still have my other black shirt in here. Our shirts were black or red, but I never got a red one. I didn't work there long enough, but we'll get to that. So before I get into the nitty-gritty stuff, I want to talk about the good parts about working at Wendy's. One of them would being the hours. They were pretty consistent. At first I worked maybe a couple times a week, maybe 3 times a week for 3 hours, 5 to 8 usually. So it wasn't too bad. And everything, and then as I got more hours, the most I worked was about maybe 5 hours a day, maybe 3-4 times a week, so it wasn't too bad. The pay was every 2 weeks, and I got decent wage out of it, so it was adequate. I didn't hate that aspect of it. Another thing I liked about it was the people, the managers and the other employees. I liked most of them. The one manager I took a little while to get used to, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that a little later. And with the people, because it's a fast food place, I knew a lot of people there, like Jack, actually, you may remember from some videos in Dark Horse Episode 3, he actually works there. I don't know if he still does. Do you, Jack? I don't know. Another thing I liked about it was the discounts. I don't remember how much it got cut off. I think it was like maybe 20%, if I remember correctly. But it actually wasn't. It actually was pretty good. What would cost? When I would go leave, when my shift would end, I would often be like really hungry or thirsty. I'm more thirsty than not. So I would often just get drinks, and I'd only have to pay like not very much actually at all. So that was one aspect I really liked about it. But now let's get into the cons of the downsides of working there and why I don't work there anymore. One of the semi-problems with that place was one of the managers. I'm not going to mention a name or anything, but Jack, you probably know who I'm talking about. So, but this person was, she was always on me, breathing down my neck, being the new guy. The person was not very friendly to new people, so yeah. After maybe a month or so, she kind of, I kind of warmed up to her, everything, she's cool. Every once in a while I'll go back and I see that person and everything. She always makes a joke saying that I hated that person. Yeah, but I don't. I still don't. I don't hate anybody there, so I never did. So, and everything. So, but I guess I was just kind of an easy target for that person because being a new guy and being this kind of stoic, don't really talk that much, which those who know me in real life can object to that. So yeah. But another downside to working there was the positional training. Oh my god. Okay, on the computer, you have to run these simulations as to what, and you have to, work, okay, fry station, chicken, beef, chili, and everything, and all that stuff, how to drop it, and how to do all that stuff. So, that's all fine and well. But it took so long, and at the end of each course, you had to take a short 5-question quiz, and, I don't like tests, and, I'd always, miss it, and I have to go back until I pass it, so... And man, they were long, so long. Thankfully, and there was a lot of stuff you had to read. Thankfully, they had a little option there. You click a little speaker and it would read to you, which thankfully I had headphones with me. So yeah. But man, it was so long, and I remember the last time I did it. When I finished the last one, I was there for like 4 hours. I was there from like 4 to 8 o'clock at night. So, ugh. And it was hell. So, and by the end of it, I was starving. And I remember the last course that I took, one of the last courses I took, dealt with cooking bacon. Ugh. It was freaking taunting me, I'm over here, I'm starving, I'm, I need some food in my system, and there's over there talking about how to cook bacon. Another thing I didn't like about working there is that you couldn't have facial hair, which I guess that makes sense. I mean, you can't really have hair falling out, onto the food or something. I guess that makes sense. But I've seen other fast food places where people have full-grown beards, and I've never had hair on there, or anything. So that was weird. But yeah, that also explains from about April to, let's just say, September. That's why I didn't have a beard. And I hated not having a beard. You could have a mustache, but I don't look good with a mustache. I really don't. So that's why, you can see I'm working on the chops right now. But, this is coming last. So, and that's another thing. You had to be clean shaven. So, and okay, I didn't shave every day. I didn't really feel the need to. But I would come in and I would have just a little bit of stubble on there, just stubbly a little bit, not even like hanging hairs off of me, but it was just like, nope, too much. And a couple times, actually I think it was just once, they sent me home to go home and shave, even though my shift was gonna start in like 2 minutes. So now let's get into the big con, the big reason and the main reason why I don't work there anymore. The repetitive nature of it. Ugh, oh my god. Okay. I worked there 4 months. Let's put put this into perspective. 4 months. The only thing I did there was make fries and nuggets. I'm not kidding. They never trained me on anything else. Not burgers, not chili, not I don't know, anything else. Not register, drive-through, none of that. Just fries. And that wouldn't be so bad. Okay, making fries is not that hard. But here's the thing. You're doing the same thing all the time. You know, scooping the fries, putting them in there, dropping them, and, you know, dropping them into the grease. And, side note, do you know how many grease burns I got? You know, I got burned so fucking much there. So, let's see. Grease burn, bacon pan out of the oven burn. I know I really shouldn't be complaining, but here's the thing. I cannot have a job where I do the same thing every day. That's why I'm a filmmaker. I won't have a job where I have to do the same thing every day, let alone every minute. I lost so much sanity, you know, just being a freaking robot. You know, scooping fries, putting them into a carton, and putting them into the deck, where we had them, which we would carry them so somebody would pick them up. I would scoop them and do everything. So everything, and you know, and I also cooked chicken nuggets as well. You know, doing that as well, and it was so fucking repetitive, and it caused me so much stress. So to do the same thing all the time, I felt like I was a robot or something, and it wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't. You know, I had, you know, the bosses were breathing down my neck and everything, and I'm not kidding. The last month that I worked there, I had a panic attack twice. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating at all. I had 2 panic attacks the last month I worked there. Thankfully, I never told anyone this. You know, nobody knows this happened. But, you know, like the last hour, I would have like a shift those 2 times. You know, my heart was just racing. I couldn't breathe. And it's hard to breathe in there anyway, because I work during the summer and it's really hot in there. And, you know, being surrounded by fryers and everything, it was so hot in that room, in that kitchen, and everything. And it's just, and you know, just being surrounded by people and just in this claustrophobic area, you know, I couldn't handle it. So I didn't freak out or anything, you know, while I was during the shift. As soon as they told me I could go, I left. I clocked out. And I just ran out the door, and I just lost it, and you know, and it was awful. So, you know, but that wasn't the only reason, or even the main reason I quit. I had my schedule, and this is the week the fair was here in my town, and there was double shift. And now let me put this in perspective. I was the only person who had a double shift. Now I have a conspiracy to believe. I don't know if this is true or not, but I have a conspiracy that they did that on purpose to see if I'll quit. And I actually didn't quit that week. I quit like the next week after that. So, and it was 3 days. 3 days I had double shift. So, and they were like 10 to 2, and then I'd come back at like 4 to 8. I don't know why they didn't just connect that, but I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, during one of the double shifts, I think it was the 3rd day I worked. During the first shift, you know, that was our lunch rush. And once the rush had died down, I wasn't not doing a very good job. By the way, I was not a great employee there, because like I said, you know, working, you know, doing the same thing every minute, I can't do it. You know, I just physically can't do it. You know, mentally can't do it. Didn't have them out right enough when they were ordered. You know, we'd hear them on the headset. So yeah, and everything. It wasn't fun. It wasn't working out. It wasn't. You know, I was really stressed. It was, you know, starting to show some like you know, whenever I got like stressed or frustrated with something, I don't really let it show. You know, or at least I don't think I let it show. But they noticed. You know, I was kind of like, you know, doing the nose breathing and everything. So that was not. Then they noticed. So they were just like, you know, the main manager took me into the back room, and they were just like, "Do you like working here?" And I'm just like, because of the mood I was in, I I had no reason to lie. I said, no, I'm not. So, and she replied, well, if you don't like working here, then quit. And, you know, she said, I love my job, you know? So I've worked here for 18 some odd years, and I love my job. And, you know, that's great, you know? Not everybody gets to have a job that they love doing. I mean, if you want to manage a fast food restaurant, that's perfectly fine. And, you know, to be fair, some managers there, they make decent money, really good money, actually. You think a guy like me wants to work at a fast food restaurant? No, I didn't get this job because I thought I'd like it. I got this job because I need to make money. I need to make payments. I need to get myself stuff for, you know, films and stuff. For films and all that stuff. Believe me, I was so close to just, you know, throwing my apron off, throwing my hat off at her, and just walking out. So, I almost did. I really almost did, but I had to tough it out because I need to make money, and it's not likely that someone else is going to hire me, you know, at that time. So after that happened, I worked there a couple more days, but during those couple of days, a couple things went down. You know, there was some conflict and everything. I don't want to go too much into it because it deals with some other people. It got down to the point where somebody had to go. So, and other two people, you know, they needed this more than I do. I was just like, okay, you keep your job, I'll go. They all knew, and even I knew it was pretty much just gonna be me. So, and before anyone said anything, I stepped up and I was just like, okay, I'll take the heat, guys. I'm out of here. Peace. Honestly, I don't miss working there. I do miss the people. I do miss the discounts, and you know, the pay was okay. But I get paid more at the job I have now, which is a nickel more. So anyway, guys, for those wondering, I now currently work at Big Lots. Yeah, in my hometown. It's right just down the road from here. So yeah, I sell furniture there. So it's not too bad. You know, I don't do the same thing every day. You know, I do different things. I mean, I do the same like occupation most of the time, but sometimes I'm cashier, sometimes I'm recovery. It's not very fun, but mostly I'm in furniture, and you know, it's decent. You know, I get a good, you know, workout lifting, you know, furniture, loading furniture onto, you know, vehicles and everything. It's not bad. So, you know, the only thing, you know, the hours aren't too consistent. So, alright guys, well, that's about it for now, and I'll keep you posted up to date with the Dark Force and a bunch of other stuff coming up. So, that's about it. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, ThomasBolt1, like the Facebook page, Thunderbolt Films, follow me on Instagram, TheTomBolt, subscribe to the Thunderbolt Vlog /Extras channel, and make sure to head on over to thunderboltfilms.club for more website exclusive content. Thanks guys, and I will see you next week. Bye!